And the gun is off, and the great sea of humanity coming at you. So those first two women's races, girls' races, we saw in the first one, Haley Lowy lay back for the first mile and then just absolutely take off in mile 2. Meanwhile, in the second heat, we saw Macy Wingard go right from the gun. So what are we going to see here now with the boys? Already we have a little bit of separation. That looks like that's Ryan McIntosh from Deer Creek. A little bit hard to tell. The peloton sound of the hoofbeats. And now we have the pack catching up a little bit. Cutting the tangents there a little bit. We should be coming up the first mile here shortly. So Alexander Acuna, Denton Braswell, James American Horse from Bentonville. And James American Horse, he's the real deal. He took 12th in this race last year. Issac Rivera, another one of our favorites who took 10th in this race last year from Lincoln College Prep. He's currently in 3rd. Graham Mitchell of Deer Creek in 4th. Joseph Barriola of Lakeside in 5th. Alan Gallardo Lopez in 6th. Now, Alan was 84th here last year as a freshman, but he has significantly improved so far this season. Peyton Wilbanks of Liberty in 7th. Jonathan Mendez of Harbert in 8th. Brody Woodcock in 10th. And right now it's a good team battle between Deer Creek and Bentonville. And also, there's no runaway leader, thank goodness, for the first time all weekend. Looks like we have ourselves a race. Three across there. Acuna, American Horse, and Rivera. So they're running about 14:50, 14:50 5K pace, which that's a reasonable pace. Even so, more separation than you might have expected here. Updating those team scores now. Deer Creek starting to open it up a little bit on Bentonville. Lucas Lovejoy in 3rd. Host School Fayetteville in 4th. Little rise here on the course.
Next race, as soon as they're done with the start, come down and set up right on the sideline on this side. Okay.
So a little separation developing here. They're running 5K, looking for a sub 15, so we're over halfway. So in the lead, that's Issac Rivera of Lincoln. That's Issac Rivera of Lincoln College Prep now into the lead. And he's opening up a gap. And that same gap being opened up by Deer Creek. So Rivera on the right. And I guess we won't get that close race that you love to have. He looks so smooth and effortless. Just tremendous tempo he's got going there. Looking behind him now just a bit. Passes that 3.5K mat. When you pass that mat, you've got that nice downhill. Nice and smooth. Issac Rivera. So Rivera has a 9-second lead over Joseph Barriola of Lakeside, followed by 2 from Deer Creek, Graham Mitchell and Brody Woodcock. James American Horse in 5th, Alan Gallardo Lopez in 6th, Andrew Johnson from Platte County in 7th, Henry Acorn Rockhurst in 8th, Alexander Acuna, our early leader, now in 9th. Peyton Williams of Liberty in 10th. Team scores are still kind of coming in. Deer Creek with a 17-point bulge very early in the tabulations, unofficial, over Lucas Lovejoy. Mustang has moved into 3rd with Benton Phil in 4th. Issac Rivera, he is really opening up an advantage now. So Issac Rivera, he has a 4:23.10 1600 meter PR for 3,200 9:25.16. He was 9th in the Missouri Class 4 state track championships in the 16 and 5th in the 32. But his cross-country bona fides are quite good this year. 2nd in the Forest Park Festival, then a win in the Chris Solsberg Invitational, and a win in the big Gans Creek Classic, one of the premier events in Missouri. And that's big when you win that. And he won that by 5 seconds over Andrew Johnson of Platte County. And Andrew Johnson currently in 7th in this race. So looking to see, he's running 4:44 pace is Issac Rivera. So if he can push it here, he can be very close to a sub 15, and he's going to make that turn here for home shortly. Deer Creek now with a 52-point advantage over Lucas Lovejoy, and Issac Rivera is not going to break 15, but he's going to have a good one going. We've seen the runners slow down quite a bit in that 3rd mile, not to be unexpected, given the heat and the fatigue. Looks like we've got a terrific race for 2nd coming in here. And Rivera in the home stretch now, ready to hit that blue carpet. He definitely slowed down quite a bit at the end. He better be careful. He's got some people coming up on him. And A great finish from Rivera. But even a better finish by a couple of those just behind him. Rivera 15:08.9. Angel Sanchez was the one that came up very, very fast. He was an unattached runner, 15:12.7. Joseph Barriola from Lakeside in third, 15:14.3. I'm not altogether sure whether that Sanchez mark is correct or not, because he doesn't appear on the intermediate splits anywhere near the front. So these are obviously unofficial results. Graham Mitchell of Deer Creek and his teammate Brody Woodcock in fourth and fifth. Henry Acorn of Rockhurst in sixth. James American Horse in seven. Andrew Johnson of Platte County, the aforementioned Andrew Johnson in eight. Peyton Wilbanks of Liberty in nine. And Carson Drymeyer of Festus, a sophomore, in 10th. And Drymeyer, at least in this first heat, will be the fastest sophomore on the books at 15:34.2. The fastest junior will be the sixth placer, Henry Acorn, at 15:23.1, although I think these are going to be revised just a little bit due to that second place finisher not quite the right place there. So Deer Creek, Bentonville, and Lucas Lovejoy. Very preliminary results here on the team side. Deer Creek up 14 on Bentonville with Lucas Lovejoy another 14 back. So let's talk about Deer Creek here. Graham Mitchell fourth and Brody Woodcock fifth. That certainly helps your cause when your 1-2 runners are fourth and fifth. Then it's down to Tyler Schwartz in 28th. He was their third. Fourth runner Daniel Collins in 33rd. And fifth runner Spencer Carlson in 42nd. So some nice packing there for Deer Creek. Very nice packing indeed. Bentonville, James American Horse was fifth. Kelly 12th, CV 17th, Shelley 26th, Brack 38th. And that was their top five. They're now down about 20 points on Deer Creek. Make it 24. Bentonville there in second. Lucas Lovejoy in third. And that's how it's going to play out as the rest of the field comes through. They each have a comfortable margin over the other. Lucas Lovejoy in third has a 75-point gap on Mustang. So I'm looking down at the 3.5 kilometer split, going down all the way to 100th, and Angel Sanchez does not show up. So I am assuming that that is simply a mistake in the timing scenario there, and that Barriola will move up to second, Mitchell to third, Woodcock to fourth, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So Deer Creek still holding down that 105 points to Bentonville's 131, Lucas Lovejoy 164. Mustang 240, Rockhurst 282. And Isaac Rivera, the winner 15:08.9, so that second section will go after that time. Bentonville, the 27th ranked team in the country, losing to Deer Creek, that is going to upend certainly the DieStat rankings